Hey, Mr. G, and I'm going to show you some patterns and methods for you to memorize all the notes on your fretboard in an easy way. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, depending especially what guitar you have. Some necks on the guitar are longer than others, but trying to memorize all those notes can be an overwhelming task. So let me make that a little easier for you, okay? Now, the first thing you need to know is that frets on the fretboard start over basically on this 12th fret. So whatever your open strings are on your guitar, those strings on the 12th fret, it's the same note. So if I'm playing the 6th string, this E string, that E is going to be up here on the 12th fret. If I come here and play this A string, the 5th string, that A is going to be up here on the 12th fret. And if I play this D string, the 4th string, that D is going to be up here on the 12th fret. And the same thing with the 3rd string, the G string, the 2nd string, the B string, and the 1st string, the E string. Those open notes, those open strings are the same on the 12th fret. And then once you get to the 13th fret, it's like starting on your fretboard the 1st fret again. So you're redoing all those notes once you hit the 13th fret, okay? It's like starting over again. So remember that as you're learning your guitar notes. What I suggest is really getting the notes, your open strings, and your notes on the frets 1 through 11 down. And then once you do that, you can kind of transform those notes on your frets 12 on up. So that'll help you. Then the next thing we have to realize that on our guitar fretboard, we have the notes A through G. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So the notes are A through G, okay? Now there is a pattern. As we're looking at the guitar fretboard, there's a pattern between the frets. And like I just mentioned about the B and C and the E and F, those notes are always 1 fret apart and the other notes are always 2 frets apart. So let me explain what that means. The notes A and B, there's 2 frets apart. The notes B to C, there's 1 fret apart. The notes C to D, there's 2 frets apart. The notes D to E, there's 2 frets apart. The notes E to F, there's 1 fret apart. And the notes F to G, there's 2 frets apart. So if we're looking at the notes A through G, you'd see a pattern there. So let me explain how that would kind of work. I'm playing here on the A string on follow-up pattern. I would know that the number of frets between those notes is that same pattern. A to B would be 2. B to C is 1. C to D is 2. D to E is 2. E to F is 1. F to G is 2. G to A is 2. So I have that pattern figured out, and I just have to modify that pattern depending on what string. I would follow that pattern if I'm on string A, but if I go to the 6th string on on this E string, that pattern would start off on the E, okay? Like I just mentioned that pattern. So I start off with the E to the F would be 1, F to the G is 2, G to the A is 2, A to the B is 2, B to the C is 1, C to the D is 2, D to the E is 2, and E to the F is 1. So I can basically take that same pattern, I can move it to the other strings. The difference is I'd have a different starting point. The pattern of A to G is 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. I will look on my fretboard, and whatever note that open string starts on, that's where the pattern would start. So if I'm on my 6th string, I would have to start up on the E point of that pattern, okay? So it would be like this. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, and 2. So I could take that pattern and depending on whatever string I'm using, I would follow along. So let's go through strings 6 through 1 and show you where to start at that pattern and how to use it. Okay, so string 6, it would be a 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, and 2. String 5, you would start off with the A, so it would be a 2, a 1, 2, 2, a 1, 2, a 2. Then string D, the 4th string, it would be a 2, a 1, a 2, a 2, a 2, a 1, a 2. And G, your 3rd string, would be a 2, 2, a 1, a 2, 2, a 1, and a 2. Your string B would be a 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Your string 1, or your open E would be a 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. So you would take that pattern and you would just follow it depending on the string you are, and that would help you memorize all those notes on the guitar fretboard. Hey, again, it's Mr. G. Hope that helped out, and keep on jamming.